Good morning. It's Harvey Jackson. We're just going to get through some news items. Sask crop report is the first one, and there's a soybean direct payment to the U.S. farms. Probably more details you have to follow as those things can get announced there. But as you can see, as of the end of September, there was 84% of the crop harvest complete, with the 5-year average at 92% and the 10-year at 81, so just ahead of the 10-year average. This just got released yesterday. Canola at 71%, and I also just put in, the drought indexes and surplus to adequate. There's like 50% of the Saskatchewan area is in good condition as far as moisture, and then there's some areas that are short and very short, of course. So this is the exploring the bailout for at least $10 billion to U.S. farms. It by the looks of it, it doesn't just include soybeans. It will include all the crops based on their cost of production. I guess that the only thing that I'm going to put out here is that with a government shutdown, will there be more or funds be able to just go from one area to the other? I'm going to say it might not, but we're just, that's yet to be explored as well. But it looks like in the neighborhood of over $2 a bushel for soybeans that would go towards a direct payment. Soybean slip today, but ahead of the weekly gain. So the gain is still with the Xi and Trump deal hopes in 4 weeks. Wheat has maybe starting to gain a little wee bit back from its big drop that it's had, or big drop, but drop to make new lows earlier this week. Here's just an article that's just talking about the government shutdown is key part, and who needs the data, and the market does need the data, and it's highlighted right here. Next week, U.S. data calendar is light to further market disruptions from the government shutdown should be minimal, and the U.S. Treasury will still hold its normal auction of notes and bonds. The dollar starts its final quarter, and it's in fairly decent shape. You can see where in the next slide where it sits as far as other currencies and how it's held up. There's also the OPEC news here. Oil is struggling under the weight of hefty global supplies that only seem to be getting bigger, while demand cannot keep the pace. And the Reserve Bank in New Zealand looks like they're going to have a 25 basis point rate cut down to 2.75%. So the currency moves you can see here. So you can just look at Canadian dollar. It looks like we lost 1% so far this year. And you got some Russian ruble. It's gained. Swedish krona, Colombia, Hungary, Polish. There's some big gains in there. Brazilian real. U.S. earning outlook remains positive. Information technology, the whole AI growth. Real estate is in a bit of a boom. Industrials, materials, financials, S&P at 8.8%. But what's failing is the energy, utilities, which we want energy to be lower priced, just for the fact that it does help the economy. And healthcare is basically right at zero. This is my current forecast for the next 10 days. You can see that there's a couple areas here where going to be showers are going to be going through here. So it's definitely going to slow down what's left of the harvest here. Very strong possibility that there's going to be some freeze events in the middle of October. I showed that yesterday as well. And this band of rain that's going through here is definitely going to slow harvest. Corn production for Manitoba is definitely in that area. And that's all I'm really going to maybe show on weather here today. Canola is down down to $6.12, down $1.70, $2 on January. Rapeseed is down 2 1/4. Soybean oil is down 1/4 penny. Palm oil is basically flat. Crude oil is down or up $1/4, up to $60.75. And your wheats are basically just unchanged here, and soybeans are just down a penny here at the moment. So just having a look at this, you got your longer term trend. It looked like it bounced off of this pivot trend line, and it's still fully expected to actually have some downside to it yet. Rapeseed, it looks like it's retracing its previous lows that it made back in September. The price differential is 149.76. That's the price difference between European rapeseed and Canadian canola price in Canadian dollars. Soybean oil futures respecting this 200-day moving average, doesn't seem to be wanting to break out of their short-term moving average. It's trading right at it now that we've been going sideways for a while. So your 20-day moving average is just above it here. Soybean futures the same idea. It looks like we've got a little bit of a momentum move up. Last time we had that momentum move up, it was right here. That's when Trump wanted them to buy beans, and the market did move up in that when he just willed it to make it go up. Soybean meal, nice recovery off the bottom here. Crude palm oil futures basically still trading sideways, but a little bit up on the week. Crude oil, this is what I've been talking about here. It looks like it's breaking down lower. Breaking below $60 a barrel would be probably get you down into the mid-50s. Canadian dollar, we did break this short-term trend here that we had, and it looks like we're potentially going to that 70. First resistance would be 71.8, and then probably in this other area was 71.5. I just didn't show all the trend lines there. The Kansas wheat futures constantly still going down. A little wee bit of a recovery here, but hard to see on a longer term graph. But just how long has this market been going down? Same thing with the Chicago, still grinding lower. Now that we've got a month change in October, sometimes that is a change in the market here. Corn futures basically still going sideways, but looking to get back to let's call it 70 or 425 to 428, somewhere in there would be a nice area to get back into for trading. And the other one here, the pivot trend line, we're right at it right now at the moment. Now, which direction is it going to go from here? Is it going to pivot that way or this way? It's hard to say. Either way, we'll chat later.